Hello, today will be a little bit of a different video. You will not see me in front of the camera and talking, but you will see me here ice skating on day 4 of my water fast. And I will tell you about how to make the adaptation to a prolonged water fast as easy as it can be. And the secret is pretty simple, but not very obvious to many people, or not many people do it, in my opinion. People just come from the normal carbohydrate-rich diet and then they start a fast. They start basically from zero ability to burn fat to the body requiring to get all of its energy from fat. And this, in my opinion, is pretty obvious that it's not the ideal situation here. And if you want to make your fast as easy as it can be, then you make this adaptation to a fat burning state before you stop eating and before you start a water fast. This will pretty much reduce the symptoms in the first few days of weakness, of any headaches, of any problems that people report with water fasting, in my experience, to an absolute minimum. As you can see here on day 4, I don't feel like I could go to the gym and lift heavy weights, but I feel pretty good. I can be active. Here I'm ice skating. I went out into the park today, went for like 5-kilometer walk plus this ice skating. So I feel good, I feel energized. And to be honest, I think this is due to me having adapted to burning mainly fat as fuel before I started this fast. And how did I do it? I was eating a high-fat, whole food, plant-based diet for a couple of months before. So that made my first few days on this water fast much easier than what I experienced in the past. I've done a 7-day and a 10-day water fast before, where I was coming from a very high carbohydrate diet, kind of like 80-10-10 style, but also with a lot of starches. And that transition was not easy, not compared to this time. And if you want to do this whole food plant-based high-fat diet, I recommend going up to 50 grams of carbohydrates a day and eating protein also in a restricted manner of about 1 gram per kilogram of body weight. So best foods are nuts and seeds like hazelnuts, walnuts, almonds, sunflower seeds, flax seeds, sesame seeds. And for the vegetables, you can eat all the non-starchy vegetables, green leafy vegetables, lettuces, mushrooms, kale, broccoli, and so forth. And that still gives a lot of options, and the diet is, I can tell you, highly enjoyable. I even like the taste of high-fat foods more than that of fruits, even though I like those as well. And you can have berries, and after some time you will adjust and they will taste much sweeter than they did to you in the past. And some fruits might even be too sweet for you. For example, dates, they are, for me, I can only have them in smoothies straight. They are so sweet, I don't even really like them anymore. And what I do most on this diet is making nut yogurts. You do that by blending nuts. After you have soaked them and rinsed the water, you blend the nuts with water into a thick consistency. Then you add in some probiotics and then you let it ferment for at least 8 hours, maybe even more if you like to. Then they get a little bit more sour and more fermented, but that's also fine. And yeah, what else is there? You can have that on all your vegetables, and it's really enjoyable. If you want to go on a water fast, I highly recommend this, that you go on a high fat diet for 2 weeks at least, probably better 1 month, to adapt to this, to get highly adapted to it. Not more than 50 grams of carbohydrates a day, maybe a little bit more, 60, 70 might also be fine, but then you're definitely not having the easiest time at the beginning of the fast, as if you would be highly ketogenic, adapted to a ketogenic state. So yeah, keeping carbohydrates low, keeping protein pretty low, around 1 gram per kilogram of body weight, and enjoying all the good fats that are there. I don't recommend going with the animal fats. They've been shown to come with too many negative side effects. I don't want to go into detail about that at the moment, but definitely you will feel better on the plant-based fats if you give your body some time to adjust to it and build up the necessary internal processes, the mitochondria and the enzymes, to properly process those fats. Then you will be perfectly fine. And yeah, what else is there to say? I can recommend only to do a water fast if you, or what means only, I can recommend it to everyone who has even slight health problems, who don't want to take any drugs, who want to deal with them in a natural way, to let the body heal itself. And yeah, water fasting is probably the best method you can utilize to give your body the chance to heal itself on a deep level. This will rejuvenate on a very deep level. I experienced it now with my senses. I can see more clearly. I especially see that when I look into the far distance. I can see it in much detail. I can hear better a little bit, I would say. And what is the most remarkable thing is I can smell a lot better. There are so many things that I smell now that I wasn't aware of before, and it feels really clean now. Maybe there was something in my nose or nostrils clogging it up, and now it got cleaned out, but now I can really smell a lot more, and it is a rich experience, which is really nice.